Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Pierce here. Now today we are going to be looking at different animal groups. So on the slide before you might have looked at watched the video or seen the picture about our different animal groups. Now your task today is to choose two of those and we're going to compare the similarities and differences. Now we've used one of these Venn diagrams before and we know that similarities are things that they are the same. So we put that in the middle here. And then our differences are the things that are individual to each group. So the two that I'm going to be choosing are mammals and amphibians. And our virtual excursion last week was all about amphibians. So I know some information about them. Now you might remember some information from our virtual excursions, or you might use the information that was in the video you watched, or if you're in year 2 and you know how to do this, you might even do some extra research on your own. Now first, I need to think about what I know about mammals and amphibians. And something that I remember learning from one of the zookeepers in our virtual excursion was that amphibians are cold-blooded animals. So I'm going to write that here, cold-blooded. Now, mammals are the opposite. Mammals are warm-blooded. Now, something else I know about these animals is that amphibians, when they're born, they hatch from eggs. So they're in the eggs and then the egg needs to hatch. But mammals, they're born alive. So just like us, when we're born, we're not in eggs. We are born and we are alive straight away. Born alive. And I'm going to think about the external features of these groups of animals. So thinking about the things on the outside that we can see. So I'm thinking about their skin. And I know that amphibians have moist skin. So if we think about one of the frogs, their skin almost looks wet. It looks quite moist. So I'm going to put here moist skin. And I know that mammals, they usually have fur or hair. So now I have 3 things that make them different. So I'm going to think about something. I might think of maybe 1 or 2 things to put in here. Now, one thing I know that makes them the same is that they can both live in land and water. Now, what I mean by that is we know amphibians, they can survive on the land or in the water. And there are some different types of mammals, some that live on land, or there are also some marine mammals like whales. So I'm going to put that in here. Can live on land or water. And one more thing, these animals are both vertebrates. So what that means, and we learnt this word in our virtual excursion, is that they both have backbones. They both have a spine. So if you run your hand down your back, you'll feel your spine. So mammals and amphibians, they both have this as well. It's a bit of a tricky word. I spelt it wrong. That's okay. Vertebrates. And I just put a little line through there. That's okay. All right, boys and girls, it's your turn now to go and choose which 2 animal groups you would like to compare and look at the similarities and differences. Have fun.